And how do you implement OPEX in a manufacturing setting? And are there any core principles that you use for that?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's this is a well written subject for myself. It's about starting at the top. So I need to make sure that the board, the directors are behind it, and not just behind it in terms of yes, carry on and do it, but I need them to be involved, because they've got to. In OPEX, there's a phrase, a shadow of the leader. People will walk in the shadow of the leader.
Yeah.
So if they see the VP or the CTO walking the floor and spotting the changes, challenging the team, why are you having to work so hard there? Can we find a better way?
Yeah.
They will follow that behaviour. Whereas if that group are completely separated and they're just watching via KPIs, it's much harder to get traction within the team, because they don't necessarily believe that there's any true faith behind it. So yeah, I want to get the senior people involved, and not just cutting ribbons and buying pizza, but actually get them involved in Kaizen events, get them down there working with the team and bringing those resources that they have access to help the teams, particularly when they're in difficult situations, to find solutions.
Yeah. Is there challenges to that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Of course, this is an investment in senior time. It's often changes to people's goals and objectives. And one of the biggest challenges when you launch OPEX is you'll find that for example, the COO will have a cost reduction target, as will the CFO.
Yeah.
But the CQO might not have any targets in that regard at all. So the quality team is being told, absolutely rightly, be super compliant, and you've got the rest of the business running around trying to save costs. And so when you start saying, can we sit down and work on doing a project, there's an element of, well, why? It's not in my interest.
Yeah.
So it's really important, and I tend to use a process called Hoshin-Camry for this, to make sure that all parts of the organisation have got some responsibility to OPEX and will cross-departmentally support each other. Because if it's just one team on their own, they tend to run out of gas.
Yeah.
Whereas if they can call in interesting people from different departments and different levels, then it's far more exciting and far more energized, and it will last.